Welcome to Storytime. Get ready, navigate for quick wisdom of countless stories. Let's dive into the world of knowledge together and explore. Story: Shanghai Baby, written by Wei Hui. Summary of the Shanghai Baby. Wei Hui's Shanghai Baby follows the lives of a young Shanghai-based woman named Coco. Young writer, she's figuring out relationships, love, and finding her voice in a world that is changing. Although Coco is in a relationship with the artist Tian, she can't help but be pulled to Mark, a foreigner. She battles the tension between her aspirations and society norms as her feelings for Mark cause an earthquake of emotions. A complicated love circle results from Coco's relationship with Tian growing tense as she pursues her goals of becoming a writer. People in her immediate area censure and pass criticism on her because of her unusual decisions. Amidst the ever-changing and exciting scene of Shanghai, Coco starts on a self-discovery adventure. She deals with the complexity of modern living, conventional morals, and the quest for one's own freedom. Coco struggles with the clashing of Eastern traditions and Western ideas as she makes her way through Shanghai's energetic streets. These challenges appear in her own life. Her feelings demonstrate the contrast between the two cultures and reflect the social changes that are occurring all around her. Through her experiences, Coco learns about the complexities of ambition and love, and in the end, she searches for a way to disregard social standards and embrace her own self. The movie Shanghai Baby skillfully expresses the core of a woman's struggle for identity and independence in a society that usually wants obedience. Chapter 1. The City of Dreams. In the opening chapter of Shanghai Baby, Coco grows against the bright backdrop of Shanghai's busy streets. Her dreams of becoming a writer take root as she makes her way through the intricate network of alleyways and tall structures, linked with the beating heart of the city. The chapter establishes the scene, describing Shanghai's enchanting beauty and introducing Coco as she struggles to achieve her goals. This sets the stage for an experience of self-awareness and personal development in the City of Dreams. The rhythm of Shanghai beats through the streets, a symphony of lights and shadows that attracts Coco to enter its embrace. From the dizzying skyscrapers that pierce the sky to the maze-like alleyways of the old city, Shanghai is a fabric alive with history and modernity. Though Coco moves slowly, her spirit is ablaze with the energy of a dreamer, eager to carve out her own narrative amid the city's vibrating rhythm. Despite the crowds, Coco finds comfort in the hidden areas where the city reveals its soul. The aroma of boiling baozi fills the air as street vendors ply their trade, and the hum of variations weaves a tapestry of cultural richness. It's in these moments, between chaos and peacefully, Shanghai exudes an actual contradiction between innovation and tradition. Old buildings withstand the weight of tall skyscrapers covered in neon lights. Coco struggles with this conflict as well, divided as she is between embracing the city's promise of growth and self-expression and being true to her roots. Amidst this urban symphony, Coco's desire to learn more about herself grows stronger. The vibrant city begs her to weave her dreams into a story that reflects the diversity of Shanghai itself, serving as both a muse and a task. Coco's journey of self-discovery and her story of the city blend together with every step through the busy streets, creating the backdrop for a drama in which dreams and reality cross. Chapter 2. Love and Ambition. Coco and Tian's relationship blooms against a backdrop of artistic passion and creativity in the vibrant heart of Shanghai. The colorful art scene that permeates the city serves as the canvas for their love story, which is painted with strokes of passion and shared dreams. But there's an understated tension, a fine balance between love and ambition beneath the surface of their shared objectives. Coco's goals as a writer are reflected in Tian's artistic skills. A universe where passion powers their shared goals is revealed through their friendship, a mix of passion and creativity. But as Coco investigates her own goals more, a shadow of confusion hangs over their partnership. She fights with the difficult subject of whether writing could exist peacefully with her love life. In the midst of the busy art galleries and dimly lit cafes, Coco's desire to express herself becomes stronger. It becomes clear how her aspirations as a writer conflict with those of a traditional cooperation. She must balance the safety of familiarity with the achievement of her creative ambitions, and she is divided between the fervor of her creative desires and the stability that her relationship with Tian offers. Shanghai's full city reflects Coco's inner conflict and acts as a muse at the same time. Every creative move she makes, every hour she spends with Tian, gives her a blank canvas on which her dreams and love come together. The chapter's intertwined themes of ambition and love set the setting for the challenges that Coco will face along the way. Chapter 3: The Foreign Intrigue. With Mark's entrance, Coco's world experiences a subtle shift against the backdrop of Shanghai's varied landscape. Mark's presence brings a new and exciting dynamic into her existence. Their first meeting, in the stormy energy of a busy cafe, creates an unforeseen bond that stays with Coco even after their paths part. Coco's thoughts are forever affected by Mark's strange glow. His disparate viewpoints and exotic charm captivate her, igniting an interest that she finds difficult to understand. Mark's picture dances at the edge of her awareness as she moves through the city's streets, an appealing problem that begs her to get outside the boundaries of her daily routine. Their chance encounters, which are marked by a secret tension, provoke feelings that put Coco's established existence in danger. She finds herself caught in an intense emotional conflict that rips at the fabric of her heart as she struggles with a developing attraction that dances around her commitment to Tian. Coco's interactions with Mark, in the middle of Shanghai's busy streets, turn into crucial events that reveal the complexity of longing and desire. The chapter builds to a slow crescendo as it presents a picture of opposing emotions and growing attraction. This sets the scene for a story in which Coco's principles are put to the test against the attraction of the unknown. Following their meetings, a quiet conflict grows up in Coco's mind. Even if Mark is only here for a short while, his presence remains as a confusing puzzle that pushes the bounds of her reality. Every curve she turns while walking the streets of Shanghai increases her curiosity and gives her otherwise ordinary days a hint of excitement. Beneath the excitement, though, is a stormy conflict between her steadfast affection for Tian and her growing interest with the foreigner. Among the pull of the unknown, Coco finds herself at a crossroads where her heart's wishes and the expectations ingrained in her life conflict. This exciting chapter sets the stage for a trip where decisions must be made. Chapter 4: Temptations and Confusion. As Coco's relationship with Mark grows stronger and the grip of desire tightens around her heart, she finds herself caught in an internet of feelings. The familiarity of her connection with Tian stands in stark contrast to her attraction to the unknown, symbolized by Mark's fascinating presence. Coco struggles to strike a balance between her growing desire and her loyalty, which causes her confusion to grow. Every interaction she has with Mark turns into an explosion of opposing feelings, each experience carving a larger hole in her mind. Her feelings, which had previously been limited to fascination, have now grown into an unexplainable attraction that challenges the basis of her dedication to Tian. A sense of chaos affects Coco's previously orderly surroundings as she struggles with the depth of her feelings. Coco is thrown into an upheaval of fear by the contrast between her well-established existence and the exciting possibilities offered by Mark. Shanghai streets are a vibrant tapestry that conveys her inner sorrow, and she attempts to make sense of her complex heart. Her dreams to become a writer get linked with her personal story, leaving her pulled in both directions by the allure of the unknown and the warm embrace of familiarity. Amidst this emotional storm, Coco's world turns into a tunnel of unknowns, where every move forward comes with fear and desire. The chapter builds to a climax of competing wants, clearly showing Coco's inner battle as she struggles with the attractive attractions and the confusion that follows. Chapter 5: Clash of Cultures. Coco is caught up in a clash of cultures within Shanghai's brilliant tapestry, torn between the freeing but confusing ideas introduced by Mark, the definition of Western influence, and the traditional values instilled in her background. The clash between her Eastern customs and Western viewpoints increases with her relationships, reflecting the internal conflict she is experiencing. As she works through the complexities of societal expectations, Coco finds it difficult to balance the attractive sense of freedom that Mark's viewpoint offers with the established norms she has been taught. The progressive ideas that seem to be pulling her towards unknown lands are in opposition to the customs and opinions that have been rooted in her cultural fabric. Coco is faced with a decision in the middle of Shanghai's busy streets, where modern innovations coexist with fragments of long-gone customs. Her ideas are challenged by the tension between her background and her attraction to a more individual way of life, which makes it difficult to differentiate between conforming and self-expression. The complex relationships of these disparate worlds mirror Coco's inner turmoil, a conflict between embracing the comfort of her culture and giving in to the intriguing attraction of an unknown way of life that appears to offer individual freedom. Shanghai becomes a canvas where the meeting of civilizations reflects the stormy geography of her own identity as she struggles with these opposing ideals. The chapter opens with a moving examination of Coco's struggle, capturing the conflict between modernity and tradition and leaving her poised for self-discovery in the midst of the culture. Chapter 6. Tensions escalate. As the level of detail of Coco's love story reaches a crescendo, the already boiling emotions inside her world start to boil over. There are moments of increased tension and emotional pain as a result of the dangerous balance between the way she feels to Tian and Mark's attractive appeal. Coco is caught between the familiarity of her relationship with Tian and the attractive possibility of a future with Mark, struggling on the brink of emotional breakdown. Her options become a painful burden, straining the very structure of her existence as her feelings for both men grow stronger. Once a source of comfort and inspiration, Shanghai's colorful streets now provide a stark background for Coco's inner anguish. Her anxiety resonates around every corner, and every move she does is weighed down by the possibility of changing what becomes of her life. Her love triangle devolves into a condition of high stress as a result of competing emotions and growing demands. Coco's heart's conflicted ambitions clash with social standards, leaving her to get enveloped in an emotional storm that may easily overpower her. The story hits a turning point when it becomes clear that there are stresses in Coco's relationships, which increases tensions and prepares the reader for a stormy conflict. Her once clear route is clouded by the complex nature of her emotional relationships, leaving Coco to face an uncertain future amid mounting pressures that could destroy her. Chapter 7. Soul-searching. Coco withdraws into a period of deep reflection amid the stormy swirl of emotions and rising tensions. The bright bustle of Shanghai's streets decreases as she finds comfort in times of silence, longing for clarity in the middle of her confused heart's conflict. Coco questions the core of her goals and desires as she explores the reaches of her mind in the silence that follows. She struggles with the many facets of who she is, thinking back on the compromises and sacrifices she has made to follow her ambitions and navigate the complexity of her relationships. Coco hides out in the city's forgotten corners and secret hiding places, trying to find answers to all the questions that haunt her. Her goals as a writer connect with her pursuit of personal satisfaction, making it difficult to distinguish between the story of her life and her art. The busy city that had looked limitless and full of opportunities now seems like a confusing maze, matching her inwardly quest for self-awareness. As she works to uncover the facts hidden beneath the surface of her emotions, every step she takes towards awareness feels like a purposeful removal of the threads that linked her heart. A chapter of reflection and silence. She withdraws inside herself to explore the depths of her soul in search of the unreal wisdom that could lead her towards a path that is in line with her true nature amid a storm of opposing feelings. For Coco, Shanghai turns into a haven and a maze at the same time, mirroring the complexity of her inner struggle and providing a brief escape from the busy disorder. Her thought is encouraged by every quiet discussion she has with the city's antique lanes and modern buildings, which together weave together the disparities of her past, present, and unknown future. The city's lively pulse serves as an ongoing guide for her during this time of reflection, guiding her through the tangle of her feelings and ideas, and drawing her towards a more profound comprehension of herself in the middle of the revolving doubts. Chapter 8. The Path Unveiled. Amid the echoes of reflection, Coco starts to emerge with fresh resolve and clarity from the maze of her emotions. Her heart's stormy storm clouds start to clear, revealing a path lit by sparkles of determination and self-awareness. Coco finds the strength to sort through the knotted strands of her discordant messages with every reflective moment. Shanghai, which was once a confusing tangle of unknowns, is now a blank canvas on which Coco confidently draws the outline of her dreams. Her personal story and her writing career flow together beautifully. With each step she takes ahead, standing witness to her inner power and strength. Coco's eyes are clear of doubt as she makes her way through the city's bright streets and peaceful gardens. She now has a better grasp of her own needs and desires thanks to the moving love triangle that once grabbed her heart. The discovery of Coco's actual path occurs in Chapter 8, which is a critical point in her story. With its wealth of stories and hints of inspiration, the city witnesses Coco's transition as she moves forward with a fresh sense of purpose and resolve, prepared to embrace the true spirit that defines her future. Coco's path comes together with an unfamiliar viewpoint that sheds light on her life's turning point. The uproar of opposing feelings becomes a melody of confidence that drives her forward with a determined walk. Shanghai, which was previously a maze of unknowns, turns into a map where her beliefs and dreams meet. Every turn she takes in the busy streets and calm roads is filled with the sound of her inner resolve, creating a picture of a woman who, in the face of life's challenges, has found the strength to forge her own way and celebrate her own self with strong resolve. Chapter 9: Resolution and Acceptance. Coco feels a sense of closure setting in as she keeps going on her new route. The stormy battles that had once raged inside her heart begin to quiet as she accepts the type that results from knowing and accepting the complexities of her feelings. Shanghai's ever-changing scenery reflects Coco's development and provides a continuous background for her search for self-awareness. Every step she takes through its busy streets and calm corners speaks to her growing confidence and the decisions that have fashioned her story. The tensions that had lost her vision started to fade, giving way to a fresh sense of balance. The love triangle that previously wreaked havoc in her heart is now a chapter of learning and development. Accepting the various emotions that have shaped her experiences, Coco finds comfort in accepting the complexities of her relationships. Amid the changing skyline of Shanghai, Coco discovers a peace of mind, a quiet strength that comes from accepting her journey. The chapter presents a moving conclusion in which Coco, with the ups and downs of her emotions, stands strong and accepts her life's many experiences with an open heart and steadfast acceptance. In this crucial chapter, Coco's confidence shines through like a beacon of power amidst the busy cityscape. Her once tumultuous waves of uncertainty now settle into a steady pattern, strengthening her sense of self-assurance. With its symphony of contrasts and difficulties, Shanghai turns into a living monument to Coco's determination and her capacity to make her way through life's curves and come out on the other side with a deep feeling of acceptance. Every experience she has as she travels the city's rainbow of events pays thanks to her recently discovered inner calm, creating a picture of a lady who has discovered balance within herself despite the vibrant confusion of the outside world. Chapter 10: The Journey Continues. Coco is on her way of a fresh start, so excitement for what lies beyond blends with a sense of closure. Shanghai, the place where she experienced both hardships and victories, becomes a turning point in her story that demonstrates her bravery and growth. Coco learns that she plans to start on a new chapter in her journey, one in which the sounds of her self-discovery echo amidst the vibrant energy of the capital city. With every step she takes on its well-known streets, she is thankful for the lessons she has learned and the strength she has grown. The tensions and doubts that formerly ruled her life have now been woven into the rich fabric of her experiences. Looking onto the always shifting skyline of the city, Coco looks ahead to the future with confidence and resolve, prepared to create new stories, dreams, and dig her own route. Shanghai, with its busy streets and dark corners, closes one chapter of Coco's life and lays foundations for the ones that will open up in the future. Coco, a picture of resilience, stands in the middle of the city's steady bustle, prepared to write the next chapter of her life. She is bringing with her the knowledge she has gathered from her journey as she goes into the unknown and embraces possibilities. In this final line, the journey's resonance vibrates throughout Coco as she looks out at the sky. A calm sense of things to come is carried by a light breeze that whispers of experiences still to come. Coco breathes deeply, enjoying the sour beauty of closure, her heart full of admiration for the chapters that shaped her. She welcomes the unknown of the horizon with an increased sense of purpose as the city hums its ageless tune. Smiling, she takes a stride forward, bearing the spirit of Shanghai, the knowledge received from her experiences, and her strong determination to write the unwritten chapters of her life and represent the countless opportunities that lie ahead. Key learnings. Shanghai Baby depicts an important journey of reflection in the center of a big city. Through Coco's journey, the story addresses the complicated concerns of human identity, cultural expectations, and a search for individuality in an environment of rapid change. It shows the struggle between the two and illustrates the internal disputes that develop when a person tries to balance accepted traditions with their desperation for personal freedom. Coco's journey serves as an actual example of the harsh truth that sometimes going after one's dreams requires constructing a challenging path that calls for performing sacrifices and carefully measuring one's own desires against those of society. The story effectively teaches us about the strength of the human spirit. They face opposing feelings and societal expectations. The idea that, in the end, true satisfaction comes from expressing one's actual self, even if doing so means departing from socially acceptable norms, as well as the necessity of reflection and self-acceptance are stressed. Ultimately, Shanghai Baby is a useful reminder that the journey towards self-discovery is a complicated one, in which each experience, difficulty, and choice shapes an original painting of the individual's life and increases understanding of the self and the external world. Thanks for tuning in. For more enlightening content and a detailed summary, visit www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Let's inspire and empower each other. Subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and family.